Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Raynday Gaming, and happy Merry Christmas Eve. That's right, today is Christmas Eve, so I hope you woke up with snowflakes on your face and presents up your butt. No, I'm just kidding. I do hope you got a lot of presents, though, as you look at Chronos' abilities here. Wheel of Time, Time Rift, Accelerate, Stop Time, and Rewind. This is what makes Chronos such a bad boy, and he is a crazy character to play in Clash. You're going to see a little bit of a crazy good Chronos game today, but let me tell you, I got to go through some growing pains in this game before I start getting off to it. But once Chronos gets going, there's no stopping him, and that's one of the reasons why I love him, especially in Clash. I think you need a character in this mode to actually go ahead and be able to snowball. I think it's actually imperative to winning Clash that you have a character in your kit, in your team that can snowball. As you see here, the stop time coming out, and actually Skyzone taking the first blood here for our Mercury, doing a great job aggressing here with the Nuwa Fog, the Xbalanque Poison, the Hercules presence with the Earthbreaker, and of course Nuwa just getting some solo farm over there, which is great for us. We're having the engagement, we're handling that. Looks like the Hercules gets the kill on the Chalk with the Earthbreaker there. Great position. He's got full health and half mana. The Zhonghui coming out trying to get our Apollo. It doesn't work. The stop time actually doing a great job, and then Time Rift taking a lot of damage off of him, forcing him to retreat. The Huyi Mark of the Golden Crow goes out onto the Xbalanque, and he's trying to go ahead to it, and actually gets a great double bounce there, but I use myself to body block. I miss my Time Rift there, but I am able to go ahead and help Bacons get the kill. Hercules with 2 kills there, Skyzone with the other, and that's a 3-0 lead for us. But this card from this Zhonghui is hurting way more than I anticipated. But hey, I only got 580 health, I realize, and dang, he's probably leveled that up a second. So I definitely am going to have to retreat here, but I do want to... Oh, wait, never mind, just kidding. I do want to make them think I might have been retreating, but Zhonghui comes back into lane. Again, one of the things is, you know, with having a hyper carry, the biggest thing for me with Chronos, who is a hyper carry, he's a god that pretty much can just snowball. And what that means, guys, if you're not familiar with that, it's pretty much there are certain gods in the game that can just really, when they get a lead, or when they start getting a lot of kills and experience and level lead, their damage kind of increases exponentially with that. Xbalanque is another good example. And also, but Chronos, Freya, those gods are really good examples of that, because pretty much other gods, when they get really kind of like high, I mean, I guess Chalk is maybe a good example of that. There's just only so far they can go in terms of damage. They have a couple of abilities that burst, but then again, after that, there's really not much that's happening. If you get hit with the burst of their abilities, that sucks, but it may not even kill you late game, and if you just stay around and get hit by their basic attacks, yeah, you'll die. But it's not like this kind of unstoppable force that basically will... be able to kill like 5 people in a row. That's like the kind of thing that Chronos and Freya and other gods like Xbalanque can pretty much do because of their mobility and their consistency with the damage. They don't have to wait for their burst of their abilities to come up. And as you see there, a lot of that happens to do with the basic attacks with Chronos that he can modify by adding extra magical power or a percentage of his magical power onto them. As you see, I miss my... ability to kill the Zhonghui there with my Time Rift. I actually don't put it in the right position, but the Forget the Lies, our Apollo actually takes it out. As one of them goes back, the Nox actually finishes the Apollo off, which is unfortunate, but it was a really straightforward shot for her. Really not a big skill shot there, especially since he was retreating and had to immediately go in one direction to survive the tower. So, you know, that's what he got. And you always have to ask yourself the question, guys, is it better to go 1-1 and get that kill even though I die, or to go 0-0 and not allow my opponent to go 1-0. And let me rephrase that for you guys, because I think it's an important thing to think about. When Forget the Lies just took that kill, he went 1-1, essentially. Let's assume that's all he got. As you see the great driving strike here from the Hercules, taking out the Zhonghui away from the damage buff, and then finishing him off with the Earthbreaker. The Huyi forced to retreat. The shot coming in, but the Time Rift takes a little bit of damage off him, and a couple of basic attacks actually put him down to about half health. The Silence comes out from Chalk, putting us in a bad position. The Forget the Lies cannot dash out of Sunbreaker in time before Huyi damages him. The Mercury charging up the ultimate. This looks like it could be another engagement. They're trying to get this game back into their favor. Mercury looking to ult, and he does. He fires onto the Xbalanque, but he dashes away. However, the Nuwa gets taken out by the Huyi. I use my rewind to get myself in a better position in terms of mana, and the Bacons, our Hercules, takes out the Mercury, who used his ult to get into our backlines and try to finish off our Xbalanque, which he seemed like he was able to do with his #1 ability. Now, like I was saying, guys, you know, if you go 1-1, you're getting your kill, you're getting your gold, but you're losing the time up. You're losing the experience from the minions. You're not in the wave. You're not in part of the fights or the buffs that are being cleared, and so you're kind of losing your experience. So it's a win-loss. It's like you're getting things, but you're probably nullifying some of it by dying right away. It's not that big of a gain. The other thing is that when you oh, here you go. The new Wasp stun coming out. The Xbalanque damage from the poison and his number 3. And because we're continuing to basic attack, the Xbalanque ults, making it so that the Zhonghui would have to stop eventually. And we end up getting our second kill, guys. So we're 2-0-5. Feeling really good about that. And I grab Book of Thoth, which I love on Chronos. I think Chronos is a god that's built best with a little bit of attack speed, not with Fatalis, in my opinion, but with more magical damage, because I think his abilities and his pretty much his accelerate, where he gets his damage from his basic attacks, scale based off of his magical power, not necessarily his attack speed. And so you're going to get, I think, a better return on your investment when you build him with a lot of magical power, because also your abilities are going to hit that much harder, and that's a big part of his combo. As you'll see here, I use my 3, my number 2 to hit a couple basic attacks, and then my number 1, and I'm very close to finishing him off, but the Sunbreaker damage is just too much, and I do not want to put myself in a bad spot, especially since I'm 2-0. Forget the Lies gets that kill again, and let's hope here we can help him out. The Zhonghui coming out with the card, but he does not get the stun there. He actually uses it defensively in case we're following after him. The Chalk comes out, and I'm hurting him a lot, but I miss my Time Rift, which actually would have killed him. But you see here, the Chalk basically gets me down to about 43 health, and now I'm in such a bad spot here. I want to stay, but the Mercury dives our tower, and the New Wall looks like she might die. The Sky Zone, our Xbalanque, actually trying to support us, and he does get the kill onto the Xbalanque, which is a great play by him to be able to make that move. That's big time by him. So very, very good rotation and work by our teammates. I do want to stay a little bit for the experience, which is why I'm trying to stay here for these like last creeps. As you see, I'll get at least, you know, that 40 experience and a couple of gold from that. And I'm also going to see if I can try and use my number 2 and my number 1 slot. See that Wheel of Time there? I'm slowly gaining a percentage of my health back because of that. When you stop it in the number 1 slot at the top, you'll see it go number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You guys see that? Actually, 1, 2, 3, 4. I was like 5. Wait, I don't see 5, Raynday. What's going on? It's because there is no 5. My bad. There's 4. You guys see that? I'm stopping it in 1 so I can actually be gaining more health back. And I'm trying to basically get assist money, and which I just got there. So I'm basically making this really work for me staying. You know, I'm being very cautious, and ultimately this is something you don't want to do forever. The Zhonghui tries to hit me with his card, but it's not enough. I miss my Time Rift on him and the minions, so it's kind of a waste of mana. But again, I'm still using my number 2 and my number 1 slot to kind of put myself back in a position to really stay and at least lane. Maybe not engage fully, but at least a lane and get the experience there. Now, I go into this engagement. I see the Mercury seeing me. I want to make it over there because they've got a big minion wave pushing, and I see the Chalk coming. The Zhonghui basically catches me off guard and hits me with a full combo there, and the Chalk damage secures it, but the Zhonghui actually basically takes me out before that damage comes out. So I stayed a little bit too long, and I got caught up looking at the Mercury, not worried about the Zhonghui, and he came and blindsided me, and that's one of the things that can happen in Clash, you know. But I think I stayed long enough to actually make that worthwhile, getting the assist, getting some extra minion kills, and so now I'm actually 2-1, but I feel pretty good about that, and I can see that Zhonghui getting pretty fed. I'm level 9. I feel like we've killed the Zhonghui a lot, and he's level 10. I mean, what is going on? I'm like, wow, how is he doing so well? It looks like he's got a couple of kills in his back pocket, and he is doing so much damage. He keeps getting that. He's on a killing spree at this point. And so I know we're trying to get that guy down. But I decided that I have to go right lane as well because I know he's pushed that. Otherwise, he wouldn't be so far up left lane. So I'm going to hold this back, make sure our tower is okay. And again, this is one of the things that when you're a Chronos, when you're playing as a Chronos, you feel pretty good about. Getting a solo farm, your teammates are dead. You're like, oh, great. You know, I get to go ham, right? The thing about it is you see all the damage coming off. Really 100 damage. I hit him with a Time Rift, 270. That's taking a lot of Chalk's health off, just those little combos. And again, I was talking about the hyper carry with before I kind of got off. I was talking about the hyper carry with Chronos and gods like that. I think it's really important in Clash to have one, because pretty much what it allows you to do is kind of always stay in the game. Really, one god going crazy in this game can keep you as a pretty much a viable a viable team that can win. If you have a 20-3 Chronos, even if everyone's 0-1, you know what I mean? You're going to be able to actually win the game. As Dylan takes that Hu Yi kill, just pretty much securing it in case I wasn't able to, finish that off. Although I did have that under control, man. You didn't have to take away my kill. But I'm telling them I'm on the way to right lane, and I'm asking people to help right lane. The Zhonghui just diving people, and it's really kind of pissing me off because I'm like, you know what, dude? How are you freaking getting away with this? Actually, you're not. I'm setting up my time rift, trying to get him, but I actually end up killing him with my stop time there, the double damage on that two-part ability and also the stun. I see the Nox damage coming out, trying to hit me. She's so low, however, she's going to get taken out by Sky Zone as well. It's really important, guys. It's really important from what I've just been trying to say. I think in Clash to have one of those characters that could snowball. You want to be able to really take a game over. And in Clash, because the confines are so close, it's not like you have 3 lanes, you have 2. And so it's pretty hard to avoid people in this match. If someone's really going ham and they're taking just a lot of damage, you see the Chop just diving, it's like, no way is this happening, Chop. However, the Hu Yi with a ridiculous bounce ends up killing the Apollo. I don't know if you guys saw what happened, but pretty much Hu Yi either double or triple bounced that and killed the Apollo. That was pretty ridiculous. And now I'm waiting for my number 3 to be available because the Zhonghui does not see me. I just saw him use his abilities, but look at the damage that did to me. What the hell? I'm like, what is going on? He's my number 2 to gain some health back, but I'm just like, holy crap, who is this Zhonghui and what is he building? How is this possible? Like, I'm the hyper carry, not you, man. But seriously, though, it was like baffling how much damage that did to me. So you'll notice I'm going into Demonic Grip next, and that's like pretty much my standard Chronos build. I use penetration boots for the extra damage, not the cooldown. I really like going high damage on Chronos. And then I use my number 2 slot for my Book of Thoth to continue building, and I'm not really maximizing that item right now. I could just like kind of be building for that item, which is not what I'm doing. I'm not really staying in lane and stacking. I'm trying to kind of like engage and get kills, which for me is kind of one of my priorities as well. But one of the things you want to do if you are a hyper carry that I'm not really doing is kind of try and get solo farm as much as possible. It's going to be the thing that puts you ahead. And just remember, guys, you don't necessarily have to be having, enough money to get every single item. If you are level 12 and your teammate, as you see, I use a rewind here to get basically full health back and pursue the Chalk. It looks like he's going to be going that way, but I miss all my abilities, but my basic attacks are not going to miss. I actually almost hit every single one of those puppies, and Dylan takes the kill again, but I'm actually glad he did it because I was running out of Accelerate there, and it was not going to be able to do anything. So I'm using my basic attacks here on the Nox. I'm trying to get her out, but the damage is a lot. I actually end up trying to take her out. I hit her with the stop time there. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to kill her. I do kill the Nox, but then I die, but hey, I did my job, baby. I know I shouldn't have died there. I tried not to, but at least it looks like we're going to get some vengeance here. Sky Zone taking out the Zhang Kuei, and Hercules staying alive. Staying alive. But I don't know if he's going to get any kills. It's all good to stay alive, but, if you don't get any kills, come on. They didn't mention that in the song. Staying alive, but you got to get kills. Staying alive. That's not even the song, Raynday. You're not even singing the same song now. It doesn't even go like that. Bum-bum-bum-bum. You can't tell by the way I do my walk. I'm a woman's man. I know time to talk. That's my Bee Gees impression, guys. That's it. That's all I'm giving to you for today. I could do a little better. Obviously, I'm a little under the weather, but I think when I'm a little bit better, I think I can hit that Bee Gees impression really well. I do a good Bee Gees. You guys will have to hear that in some other video, maybe another top 5 video or something like that. But anyways, we're getting back here. We got the engagement going on here with the Chalk. The Hercules basically going hard. Hits the Earthbreaker, but not enough to actually do anything. The Chalk silence going hard as well. He gets that off, but then again, he has to retreat because that's just a silence, and it only lasts for a few seconds. Now, the pursuit by the Apollo is what puts him in trouble there. He does get the kill onto the Chalk, but the Hu Yi gets the kill as well. And Hu Yi, I think, has taken our Apollo out a couple of times. And again, guys, what do you think about this? Giving someone a kill where they can stay 1-0 and stay in the fight, and you get a kill, but you have to go back to base. Now, who wins in that engagement, right? That's one of the things that you got to think about. A lot of people will dive to get the kill and say, oh, it was worth it. But the thing is, unless you're killing their one guy who's snowballing, or their one guy who's, you really need to take out of the fight, it's a little bit of a bargain there, as I miss my time rift again. It's a hard ability to hit, guys. It's not the easiest one. That little circle is very, very small. It does a ton of damage, but it's very, very small, and you have to do it very quickly. It's kind of like a very quick combo that you have to get down, and as I see the Zhonghui going after me, I realize I'm getting dove here. I have to get out of here, but I use my my time rift to stop him, hopefully, but the Hu Yi ends up taking me out before Bacons can kill him. I thought we were going to be able to kill him. That's why I fought, so I just thought I was going to be able to kill him before that, but they just dove so hard, man, that Zhonghui damage, but Forget the Lies comes out and gets the kill. But again, guys, like what I'm saying is, you have someone go 1-0 who maybe just saw you dive and just gets there the kill, but then they get that experience, they get that they maybe get a snowball going, they get another kill because they're up and they're able to rotate with an enemy team. And now you're still dead. Meanwhile, you've got no experience. So holy crap, the burst damage. Oh dear God, that damage, baby. That's new WoW for you if you know how to play her. Dylan's a pretty good new WoW here, and the RAYNz clan. I really like his new WoW, but I gotta say that I am not the best at new WoW myself. One of those things that I'll have to work out a little bit is he gets the double kill there onto the. What is he doing? How is he? 5-4? Okay, so we're 5-4. A lot of our team is getting a lot of deaths, but we've got a lot of kills as well. So we finally take out that right tower, so we're feeling pretty good about this. Now I'm 4-3, and I'm feeling a little like, dang, man, I'm not really reaching my full potential. This is a great game. I feel like I'm right there on the cusp of being able to take everybody out. And if you guys haven't seen what Chronos can do late game, it's going to be really cool for you because if you guys don't play Chronos, you don't watch a lot of Chronos videos, you haven't ever rented him, this should be kind of eye-opening because Chronos is one of the worst gods to actually let get snowballed in the entire game. Like, if this god goes hard on the enemy team and you have a Chronos on the enemy team that's just been fed or is just gotten a lot of experience, as the Zhonghui and the Huyi basically are pushing our right lane, taking our right tower down, and pretty much almost taking our right Phoenix down. And they do take our right Phoenix down. We get a tower, but they get our Phoenix, and we're probably going to get this kill under the Zhonghui, but it's pretty crazy. You see the damage coming out from Sky Zone. I hit my stop time and my time rift. Sky Zone gets the kill. I use my rewind to go ahead and get back with full health and full mana, but our Phoenix is down, and they're basically getting our tower as well. It looks like the Huyi is doing anything he can to get that tower, so they get 2 towers and a Phoenix for our 1 tower, and they basically win that trade, but they give me 2 kills, and I think that is where they lost the game, actually, guys. Dylan pushes him out of my number 1, and we don't kill him. Bacon's actually pushes him out of my number 1. We don't kill him, and then he gets alive, and Nox kills me. Now, this is where I'm telling him that he pushed him out of my number, and that is one of those things you can almost never predict, guys. It's so hard. But if you're a Chronos, you know pretty much what happens is he uses his basic attacks, uses his number 3, and then after that, right when they get stunned, he uses his number 1 underneath them to finish them off. That's pretty much the standard Chronos combo. I'll do a combo tips on him so you guys really know how that works. But that's pretty much the standard. So if you see that, you need to know that you have to wait a little bit for that Chronos stun to wear off. Although I know he was just being preemptive, but he pushed him out of what would have been the killing blow onto that Hercules, and that's annoying now that he's able to stay up and alive. So that, I think, guys, is just a great example of how, connection, teamwork, all that stuff. If we were playing on Curse, that never would have happened, but of course we're not. So again, stages, guys. Start playing with people you know. You get to learn each other's play styles, learn how they play different gods. You can start predicting things, but then even at that point, once you even know them, you're going to start to have to, eventually at some point, start playing if you want to get better and more professional with your play. Start using voice communication, because that's really the only way to be, that efficient. You see there, that's the combo. You use the 3, hit a couple basic attacks, and then you finish off with the number 1. So we take out the Jibalanque, the Zhonghui, and I'm 6-4. And right now, I feel good. I feel really good right now. I feel like this is about to be Chronos go ham. And you see I'm hitting with 177 damage. I do not avoid the silence, which is what I wanted, because I have my ult. I have my number 3 up and my number 1 up. But right now, I'm ready to dive. I'm looking to dive. Bacon takes the damage from the tower. Let's see if we can kill this Huyi. Huyi goes, I missed my stop time, but I hit him with a couple basic attacks, 3 basic attacks as well, actually. And we go ahead here and finish off the chalk with a 174 damage ability. And now my 311 basic attack kills the Huyi. And now I am 8-4. You guys are about to see what happens when Chronos goes 8-4 and when he's level 17 and other people are level 14 and 16 and all that crap. Look how fast I'm taking down this tower, guys. Look how fast this tower is. That's me. No one else is hitting that. And you see this Nox? Where was she? Where is she? I don't know. That's it, guys. This is what happens when you freaking play Chronos and you go ham. Bacons is here. He's returning. I'm backing. Everything is going well exactly as we planned. Zhonghui, you can't get me, man. Wait. Wait. Guys, this is like the second game that I feel there was another moment I did that like silent pause. But yeah, the Zhonghui comes out of nowhere. I don't anticipate it, and it's such a stupid thing. But I basically die. I die, and that is the problem. And I grab Chronos Pendant at the end just for a little bit more. I have enough damage at this point, guys. You can see I have enough damage. I grab Chronos Pendant just to have my abilities up more often and my ult up more often. I'm looking at maybe getting another thing like Shell of Absorption, because that really deals with the Zhang Kui really well. But looks like I decide to maybe get a Blink. I actually am not sure yet. I'm really trying to look at it. I'm looking at the enemy team and trying to assess what kind of threat they provide to me. Who's the biggest threat? There's the Zhang Kui. There's the Hu Yi. He's had a lot of physical damage. That Zhang Kui ult is tough, and I decided to go for the Shell of Absorption, which if you're playing against a Zhang Kui, this is something that in the professional scene, you will see pretty much the support carrot get every single time playing against a Zhang Kui, or maybe it could go another person. It may even be, but it usually will be a support. But that really nullifies, it gives the team like 45 protections for 5 seconds, which is pretty much the time of Zhang Kui's ult. So when Zhang Kui ults, will pop that, and it will pretty much really help to nullify that ridiculous damage it will do if not. So I'm here. I'm going late to the fight. I activate my number 2 accelerate. I go ahead and get a couple basic attacks onto the Zhang Kui and actually kill him. Although he hits me with his full combo. But the good thing about Chronos is that I'm able to go back to right where I was. You see the basic attacks coming onto the Mercury. I go face up onto the Hu Yi, and I take him out as well. There's Countless Dylan, actually, I think, takes out the Mercury there. Or Bacon takes out the Mercury. I'm not sure exactly which one, but somebody takes out the Mercury there. The Nox is there, so I'm now 11-5. I see the Nox coming. She does not want any of this. Let me tell you, I'm using my basic attacks trying to get her. She throws out her number 2, but it's not enough. I catch her with the stop time, and it takes her out. Now it's a deicide. I'm the only one up. I'm thinking I could push this, baby. As you see, this is how Chronos works. The damage is so real. If you get to this stage in the game and you know how to play Chronos, it is so nasty. It is so fun, guys. I highly recommend this. This is a Chronos carry right here. This is pretty much what it looks like. This is what happens when Chronos gets crazy. No one can deal with him. Is almost impossible. You see the chalk coming out here, and I'm just trying to get the Titan down. I cannot. He silences me, which is very good. I don't basic attack right now because I'm kind of worried. I didn't want to. I should have been doing that. I activate my number 2. He's burst me down to 234 health. Can I turn this around? The basic attacks are coming in. The stop time comes out, and the time rift. Oh my god, just to secure it, but the basic attacks kill him, and I am back alive, baby. Thanks to the lifesteal, thanks to the cooldown reduction, thanks to having those abilities up, and being able to just hit them when I need it. I'm going back to base now because actually, you know what? There's no need to not go back to base. We just took out their chalk. That's their tank. That's their physical presence, their front line. And so now we're in a pretty good position here. We're going to take out the Fire Giant. I'm not even sure I'm going to need to be there for that. But guys, you saw exactly what Chronos can do. It doesn't even matter if you get him down to 200 health. He can turn that around because of that huge stun that he has, because of the damage that can do. As you see Skyzone just taking out as well. Skyzone being another character, Xbalanque, who's a super hyper carry. If he just gets fed late game, he is just so damaging. As you see, I'm hiding here. I'm basically trying to catch people off guard. You see the Hu Yi? Yeah, it would have been over there. Skyzone gets the kill as well. The Xbalanque, he's done. I'm trying to get the Shell of Absorption, and I pop it right now for my teammates so that they do not get taken out by any of those ghosts from the Zhang Kui ult. I activate my number 2, which gives me movement speed as well as increases the damage of my basic attacks there. Use my stop time to go ahead and just clear that minion wave very quickly, so we have a full Titan minion wave coming out. Then Nox tries to take me out, and she does hit me, but the Sky Zone is there, and that's just not a good spot for her to be in. We see the Titan going down here, 442 damage. I use my time rift to just seal the deal, and we take the game, baby. And that's a Chronos carry if I ever saw one. 13-5, guys. You could just see, when you get characters like Chronos and Freya in Clash, it is the most fun experience for me, and that's one of the reasons why I really like it. And I have to suggest to you guys that if you pick a team in Clash, make sure you include a character that can do something like this, whether it's a hunter like Xbalanque or Apollo, or a Chronos or a Freya or something like that. I think in order to survive late game and also give your team a chance, even if you don't do well early game, to come back late game, it's a great decision to be able to do, because they can really turn a fight, really take out almost the entire team by themselves with the burst of their abilities, and really put you in a position to win no matter what stage of the game. I really liked our team comp here, and I thought the Hercules 7-2 did amazing. Bacons did a great job, and Skyzone did a really good job as well. Dylan played a very good new wall, although the kills and death ratio don't show it. It was really great, and I see I'm the only god left alive on either team in Conquest, Assault, or Arena, so I got the Last Man Standing award there, guys. You see the damage, you see the abilities I'm going through, the items that I picked up, Book of Thoth. Again, guys, I really like to build Chronos with magical power. Of course, Demonic Grip gives me the attack speed and the penetration I need, and that's kind of all I take in this build. But I really love the magical power, and I really like this as well for the cooldown. And when you buy that and you also get Chronos Pendant at the end, you pretty much almost have full cooldown with Chronos. So I'm very excited about this gameplay, guys. I hope you guys enjoy yourselves on this Merry Christmas Eve, and I hope I will see you guys tomorrow in some form or fashion. May not be a video, but may just be a happy Merry Christmas, all that good stuff, guys. Thanks so much for watching. As always, if you enjoyed the video, leave a like, share, comment, and subscribe, and have a very happy holidays. As always, guys, never give up, never stop gaming, and I'll see you guys next time.